You're home, finally. You're done performing. You're no longer wearing your work mask. You drop your keys, you mumble something under your breath. You talk to your dog. You hum while you cook. You're messy, human, off duty. And somewhere behind you, click. That tiny blue ring lights up. The smart speaker's awake. Just for a second. You freeze. You weren't talking to it, but it heard you anyway. Has yours ever done that? That blink that makes you go, wait, what did you hear? And if it has, tell me, because I swear mine's picking up the weirdest moments. We used to worry about people overhearing our secrets. Now we live with microphones that promise to help by never really turning off. Give me a few minutes and you'll know what the little light is really doing and what it says about the version of us it's quietly learning from. Home used to be where the highlight reel ended. It's where we could be ridiculous and impulsive, real. You sing off key. You talk to yourself in the mirror. You argue, you whisper, and you laugh at the things that you'd never ever post. That's the raw, unfiltered you, the version that recharges before your next performance. Anyone else feel like that version's shrinking? Like even our quiet moments have a tiny audience now? Because here's the twist. That's also the version the AI hears the most. Your assistant doesn't just hear the commands. It hears the sigh before the command. The sound of you deciding who you're going to be next. Now, it's not judging you, but it is recording the rhythm of your life. Now let's talk about that flicker, the one that turns on when no one said, here's what's really happening. Your assistant is always buffering. A few seconds of sound looping in short-term memory, so it can react instantly when it thinks it hears its name. It doesn't hear English, it hears patterns, vowels, beats. So when you say, okay, cool, or hey, good one, that rhythm can trick it into thinking you said the wake word. That's when it saves those few seconds and sends them to the cloud, just to figure out what you meant. That's the moment you see the light. It's not spying, it's just misfiring, but it's still a snapshot of real life, filed under accidental data. Ever scrolled your voice activity log and found a clip of yourself you don't remember saying? Yeah, it's eerie, right? Now imagine what that data actually sounds like. Not the clean, set a timer for 10 minutes, more like the laughter after the argument, the muttered, ugh, whatever. The half sentences that trails off when you remember it's listening. If someone hit play on a week of those clips, it wouldn't sound like a highlight reel. It would sound like us. Half sentences, random noises, life. That's the sound the AI is learning from. Not our public voice, our private one. And maybe that's what fascinates me most. The tech we built to serve us is being trained by the version of us we never meant to show anyone. What would your recording say about you? Curious? Drop a one-word answer below. Chaotic, calm, unhinged. Be honest. Ever noticed how you talk differently when the device is in the room with you? I've done it. How you lower your voice before saying something real? You pause mid-sentence when you see the light blink, and then you pretend it didn't happen. It's subtle, but it's social. It's us, adapting. We used to close doors for privacy. Now we're unplugging microphones. But even when it's muted, we act like someone's still standing just outside that frame. That's the new awkward silence, the one between us and the machines that promise to help. Has that changed your house rules? Do you cover it, mute it, ignore it? I genuinely want to know how people handle it at home, because even when it's muted, I'm not sure it's actually muted. We used to perform at work. Now we perform in our kitchens. Hey, play calm music. Translation, I just argued and I need the room to reset. Alexa, what's the weather tomorrow? Translation, please talk about anything but the silence. It's not creeping, it's coping. These assistants are becoming emotional regulators, the polite third wheel that's always there. The only problem? They don't forget. Every song request, every late night question becomes part of the pattern. Not to spy, to serve. But service still requires seeing. And that means the walls that used to protect our unfiltered selves, are now a little bit more transparent. There's something poetic about it. Our homes are full of sensors, and all they really do is hold up a mirror to what we already were. The machine hears you hum badly and never laughs. It hears you cry and never asks why. It just listens. Maybe that's why it feels so intimate, because it's the only thing in the house that doesn't judge, and also the only thing that never forgets. We're teaching technology to understand humanity, and the version it's learning from isn't the best of us, it's the truest. Smart assistants aren't villains, they're incredible. They can turn sound into action, translate language in real time, remind us of birthdays, keep an eye on aging parents, or help someone with a disability live independently. That's amazing. That's progress. But progress always has a reflection, and that reflection is us, learning to stay human while the microphone never sleeps. You see, the trick isn't to fear the tech, it's to stay awake with it. To remember that every convenience carries a little transparency, and every time we walk to a machine, we're teaching it what people sound like when they're real. Now, tech doesn't care if your life is messy, but that's exactly what makes it worth protecting. The unfiltered, unflattering, unplanned parts of life, the background noise of being human, are what make us us. So maybe it's not about turning off the mic, maybe it's about remembering who we are when no one's listening. Because that voice is worth keeping. If this made you glance at your own speaker tonight, tell me in the comments, what's the most human moment your AI has ever caught? Keep it PG, folks. I'll feature some of my favorites next episode because this channel isn't just about tech. It's about us, learning to live with it together. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. There's a lot more where this came from. I'll see you guys in the next one.